I'm Dr. Christina Conolly, and welcome again to our new MCPS video series, Waymaking. We'll be covering a variety of mental health and social-emotional topics in this series. Our goal is to help families make their way through many of the emotional challenges that we are faced with today. I have with me today Dr. Karen Cruz, who is the Supervisor of School Counseling, and Miss Asashia Martin, who is an Instructional Specialist with the Restorative Justice Unit. For our parents, you may be hearing from your child's teacher that students are participating in social-emotional learning lessons that will help to support them during the extended school closure. We are going to learn more about what those lessons are right now. Thank you for joining us today. What is social-emotional learning, or SEL, and why are these lessons important for our children to participate in? Are they for students in any grade level?
Thank you, Dr. Conolly. Social emotional learning is the process through which children and adults understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. We believe that supporting students emotionally is integral to teaching and learning. We know that students need this time to work through the anxiety and loss that they're experiencing, especially during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic we are all experiencing. We know they are missing their friends and their teachers and the overall feeling of being together and connected. So our social emotional learning lessons are lessons that are specific to assisting students with their emotions. And we have developed these lessons for students from pre-K through grade 12, and they are age-appropriate lessons for each grade level.
You know, that really sounds like a great resource for our kids, because I know many of our students are, they're going through their normal academic lessons, but some of them may be struggling, with anxiety, with stress, things we talked about in our last episode. So I'm curious. So what topics are covered during these lessons? And then, so let's say if a kid goes through a lesson and all of a sudden they have some struggling, some difficulties with that. Is my teacher going to update me if my child is having any concerns?
All right, so the topics that are embedded within the social emotional lessons are based upon the essential components of well-being, particularly self-awareness, relationship skills, and problem solving. The goal is for students to gain skills to help them navigate daily tasks and challenges. Our vision is that as various staff members, which are teachers and other mental health providers, as they engage students in these lessons on a consistent basis, students will be able to identify emotions, develop strategies for navigating their emotions, and manage their stress and anxiety in healthy and productive ways. There are a few resources that caregivers can access to support social emotional well-being at home. For our elementary students, Sanford Harmony at Home is an online toolkit that caregivers can access with free social emotional lessons for elementary age students. And for our middle and high school students, caregivers can access parenttoolkit.com, where the lessons are more geared towards our middle and high school students.
So let's say if you're a parent and you have a concern about any of the SEL lessons. So is there somebody that family members can go and talk to about that and any other concerns that they have?
Yes, so parents and caregivers should talk with their student's teacher, or they can also talk with the school counselor or even the administrator at the school. Any of those people in the school can assist them and their child with any information regarding the social emotional learning lessons.
This is such an important topic because we want to make sure that we are focusing on both the academic concerns that students have and also the emotional concerns. I mean, there's so many of us, we talk to so many families that are having concerns around, stress, anxiety, other mental health issues that are going on, because this is a stressful time. And it is important for our schools to help students to navigate these concerns. And the SEL lessons are a great resource so that students can both get the tools that they need to help them to manage the stress, and also even teachers who are hearing it may also learn something from going through it. You know, and I really want to thank Dr. Cruz and Ms. Martin for their work in supporting the SEL lessons, and all of the counselors, the school psychologists, the Restorative Justice Unit, and equity, and also our folks over in with physical health, and with Kara Carr Grant and her staff, Troy Body and so forth, in helping to develop all of this. I mean, it's just such an important resource for our students. Is there anything else that you all would like to share with our audience in terms of you know, the support or anything else with the SEL lessons that they might want to know?
They can just can remember to continue to reach out to all of those trusted adults in those various roles in regards to specific issues that may come up, or in just general if they just want to keep on top of making sure that their student is navigating their daily life in safe and productive ways.
I also want to just echo what Ms. Martin stated earlier about the resources that are available for parents and students at home. You know, just making sure that you access those resources. I think they are great. And when you talk about the Sanford Harmony resources, awesome way to just at home work with your child.
And I want to thank you again for taking your time today to join us. And we want to thank our viewers for joining us for this new series, Waymaking. To send us additional questions and topics to discuss on the show, please visit the link on your screen. Also, make sure to visit the MCPS coronavirus website for additional resources that are available for families. And please join us next time on MCPS Waymaking.